Place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be. It's what I live for. Place where love will never cease. Willing to
Well, look, guys, I'm just going to tell you, I am so glad that you all have brought me back and to be a part of this wonderful production that you have, the Beautiful Exchange musical. I just, when I saw it, I just felt like I could sing better than I can. Anyway,
Yes.
We met, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yes.
The McCray brothers, I was like, who are these McCray brothers calling me up? Well, sure, let's see what you got. And so you told me the concept and everything, that you do, and both of you have wowed me ever since. I'm just like, wow,
Amen.
God always puts in your life who you need or things to help you grow, and you guys are helping me grow as well. So tell us a little bit more about the McCray brothers, Chris and Josh.
Well, I don't even know what to say about the McCray brothers, but we've been doing ministry for a long time now.
Just like all my
and
life.
we're not
All my
old,
life, yeah.
but it's been a long time. I've been serving as praise and worship leader at Christian Faith Center, going on a decade. Almost a decade.
And same here as the drummer here and musician. Just
For a long time.
Very long
and
time.
we've been active in helping other ministries and other artists and singers. And now, we decided to just step out and do some things on our own and pursue the vision that God has given us. And I'm excited. I'm glad that we are partnered with the Melissa Wade in the water. So it's like, I'm just overwhelmed with joy and excitement about what's to come.
Well, I appreciate you guys deciding to bring Wade in the Water in for this production in an even larger capacity. But VAM-B, when you came and you introduced yourselves, you said, we have VAM-B production. I'm like, what is VAM-B? Tell me.
he comes up with all the names.
I love acronyms. Let me just say that. I love acronyms. So VAM-B stands for Volume Amplified by Entertainment. And basically, it's our volume, and it's amplified by our entertainment. And that's basically it. We want to present concerts, forums, plays, theatrical productions, all kinds of things for the world to see. It's our own little house that we just store up all kinds of things, projects that we can just put out, and we want to grow from there. TV shows, concerts, annual concerts, festivals, those type of things.
Even the battle that was the first project that you brought us into, brought me on with.
It was
Very fun. Very fun.
Absolutely.
To do. And really seeing the Ronald McDonald House, like the amount of work that they do in the communities is very touching and very much amazing. Because I just know me personally. I probably couldn't do half the stuff they do.
Yeah.
But it's just it's amazing to see what they do in the communities very much.
I mean, it's amazing when you actually go to the house and you actually see the great work that they do. And I don't think people really understand, because I know I didn't understand it until I actually went out there and I saw the faces of the children that will forever be impacted by the service that they receive from them.
It's wonderful.
It really is. It really is.
You do this program, Giving Back to the Ronald McDonald
Yes,
House.
yes.
And it's beautiful, absolutely. And to mention beautiful,
Look at God.
last year, the end of 2015, moving into 2016, the Beautiful Exchange musical. We introduced it last year, and people are still talking about this production, Chris. Josh, they're still talking about it, all right? Chris, you are the writer. You are the brain to writing the words. Josh is the visual, the audio, the whole nine. Where in the world did you come up with this concept? I mean, it's wonderful, but where in the world in your brain did you come up with this concept?
Well, I wanted to write something that really displayed where I was in my life. And it was about finding Jesus and allowing him to be my identity. And the scene that best encompasses that is the governor scene, where you have this governor who's the governor of this state, and she's allowed that position, that title, to become her identity. And I wanted people to see that you are not defined by your title. You're defined by Jesus Christ. And that really just sums up the whole entire theme of the whole entire production.
Wow. The production has so many different aspects, so many different dynamics coming at you. I mean, you have the acting part of it, and you have the singing a part of it. And I mean, it just all comes together to make this wonderful production that you have, the beautiful exchange, the symposium. Let's go to the singing part of it.
Come on,
Okay,
here's somebody.
the symposium was just a compilation of so many wonderful songs
Yes.
performed by some awesome singers.
Now, song choice, it was all him.
Really?
But, you know, because that was before my time. No shade.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
But it was literally my favorite part of the entire night, especially when they were doing the the Fred Hammond song. Seeing the crowd in a ripple effect stand up was mind-blowing. The process for it was even more fun.
Yeah.
Because we rehearsed crazy back to back just to get that to work, because it was hard with everybody's schedule and whatnot. But it all came together, and it was amazing.
And
Just amazing.
it was also great to have those type of artists, those type of
Yes.
singers,
They
those
were
type
wonderful.
of ministers
Yeah.
Yes.
who are anointed, and they were just. I mean, it was awesome to see how they all came together. There were no egos or anything like that. Everybody wanted to learn from each other, and it was just amazing to see them just get on that stage and just exemplify the glory of God like that. It was just amazing.
You know, it looked like every one of them. I mean, because every singer, him and her, had a very special anointing. And they took their instrument, their voice, and they used it for what it was. They didn't overdo it. They didn't
my
underdo
God,
it.
yeah.
Everybody was great, including you, Chris. He surprises me every time I meet him. You know that, right? Every
This is all I
time.
hear every night.
Now that it's over, there's no more use for guns and wars. Cost me a lifetime just to gain this life's reward.
You can tell. It's awesome. But look, like I said, there's so many different aspects, so many different dynamics. You even had the comedic part of it. In that you had me hosting this with comedian Rod of God, better known as Rod Allison.
Yeah.
And he was crazy.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. There was a part where he ended up on the floor.
On the flow.
Just-
On the flow.
Don't ask me how. I don't.
I'm like, how do y'all expect me to react to this, okay?
I'm telling you, after we got off stage, I ran in the studio to see what was going on because everybody was laughing.
Yeah.
And he was on the flow. That just, I mean, I couldn't stop laughing, seeing him on the floor. And also seeing him do the James
James
Brown. I'm like, are you
$20
serious?
Kool-Aid.
I know.
Some good Kool-Aid.
I'm like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
Then he started shouting and fell out.
Yeah, yeah.
We were headed out. I'm like, I just turned around to the crowd and they're falling. I'm like,
I'm telling
I picked
you.
up this little leaf and I just waved him. I'm like, I don't know what else to do, okay? But it was wonderful. That's just
It was.
another awesome aspect of
Yes.
this wonderful performance. Let's go back to the beginning. You started out creating Genesis,
Oh, yeah.
and then the crucifixion. And Chris, you are the writer, but Josh, this was your part.
Yes.
The visuals here in this place was awesome. There was not an eye anywhere else but on the stage.
That's right. That's right.
How in the world did you create
Talk
the
about
visual
it.
for it?
Talk about it.
Jesus.
That's
That's a good answer. Good answer.
Honestly, for me, I just made it more personal of who Christ is to me. And with sitting down with Chris, going through the script, reading it, choosing keywords to really show Christ. Yeah. It was a very challenging, because that was the first time I ever had to do anything like that. But, I really learned a lot spiritually from doing it. And it was very fun to really sort of like show somewhat of my testimony through how Christ sees me. and showing it through video. It was very fun and whatnot. So yeah.
I mean, the Genesis part of it, God created this and that. Your words with the actors and actresses saying them, and then to see it behind them on this huge screen,
Awesome.
just brought it up to another level.
Yeah.
That is so true. And, you know, that's one of the things that, you know, I wanted to capture in the writing. Finding Jesus Christ in the scriptures, because he's been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted to portray that, and his graphics, the acting, it just showcased that so beautifully. It was just awesome.
And then we moved down to the end.
Oh.
Because everybody looked at it and they said, oh, what great singing and acting. And then you said, that's not it.
That's right.
We had the worship experience with national recording artist Todd Galbraith. Wonderful, wonderful.
Another highlight.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very much another
Exactly.
highlight for us.
People are still talking about it, and it was amazing because to see him come out and just do what he does, which is worship, and he did it, and it was so uplifting, so
Yeah.
pure, and the amazing thing about it is, speaking of creation, we were in the back, and I was after the symposium scene. And he came to us, and he was like, you know, guys, God has pressed it upon me to ask you guys if I could, instead of doing this other song that we had planned, could I do Lord, You Are Good? And also share a little bit of my testimony. I was like, dude, have your way.
Lord, you are good. You've been so good. Lord, you are good. You've been better than good. I can't praise you enough, 'cause I owe you my life. I can't praise you enough, even if I tried, 'cause you've been. I got any witnesses out there tonight? So good. Come on, lift those hands and say, you've been so. Even when I wasn't good, God, you've been. Come on, let's go with it. So good. Say to me, point to yourself, to me.
And he went in there and talked about his testimony. And when he opened up with Lord, You Are Good, that sealed it.
Sealed it.
Yeah.
That sealed it. It just sealed it.
Absolutely. My 15-year-old still talks about it. So,
Oh, my
you
God.
know, I want everybody to bring the entire family, because
Yes.
it truly is a beautiful experience.
Amen.
It
Amen.
really is. Chris, if I asked you what was your most favorite part, the highlight of this production, what would you say?
I would say it's when we all did Total Praise. Because we worked hard on that song that whole week of rehearsal. Yeah. And like sometimes that was the last song that we did, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. So we worked really hard on that song because we wanted it to be perfect, you know. And when we did that day, it just reaffirmed God's purpose for this company, my brother, this vision, everything. It just reaffirmed it because He is the source of our strength. And for us to get up there and minister the way that we did, it's like people are still talking about, you know, that's Richard. That's Richard Smallwood. That's
perfection.
Oh my God.
That's it.
So
That's it. That's
that
what
was
he's all about.
that was the highlight for me. That was the highlight for me, for real.
Well, you know what? I must say it touched each and everyone that was here. So, McCray Brothers, are we ready to touch some more people?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.